Welcome to Candid Conversations with Candidates, brought to you by Crowing Power in partnership with Lakes Media Collaborative and the Brainerd Lakes Chamber. I'm Lisa Paxton, and it's my pleasure to welcome Rob Garberich. Rob is running for a seat on the Brainerd City Council, Ward 1. Rob, welcome.
Thank you. Great
to have you here today. We're here to hear about your views on your candidacy, so go ahead and start with your opening comments.
Well, I've lived in Brainerd for approximately, in the Brainerd Lakes area for approximately 11 years, and kind of watched councils maybe on TV or maybe just generally interested. And the more I pay attention over time, I've friends and myself, I've wanted to become more involved. And it was time. Lucy Nisham in Ward 1 was retiring or giving up her post, and it was a good opportunity.
Good. Well, 11 years, you've seen a lot of the community and a lot of the changes that have occurred in the city of Brainerd. What would you consider to be your top priority if you're elected?
Well, you know, the role of the council is to govern and to, you know, to push things or help make decisions that it comes to that point. And so to be fair and open and honest with those decisions. I don't know if they have any agenda, but to do what's right for Brainerd and the community.
What do you see as what's right for Brainerd? What would you like to see different?
Well, a lot of people say this, you know, business, you know, but what type of business is good for Brainerd City specifically? And you know, between the housing and who lives here, and you know, we got the county seat. There's so much in the Brainerd area, let alone the whole community with the whole surrounding community. So, you know, we compete with them, but they're also our neighbors. Mm-hmm. And so there's, you know, I don't think you can flick a switch. I think business is to me, because that's my background, is to me what would interest me in bringing, you know, the right business to Brainerd.
Okay. There are several people running for Ward 1. So give me 3 things that distinguish you from the other candidates.
3. Well, number 1, you know, again, 3 things. I care about my community, but then again, so does everybody. So, you know, I don't know 3 distinguishing characteristics from anybody. I will say that, you know, between the kids and the school and government, there's so much that needs to work together for a community to work out. I'm bad at picking out 3 things.
Well, I think it gives people a flavor of your connection to communities, so that's great. Do you have some budget priorities? You've been following what's happening in the city council and some of the challenges and opportunities. Any budget priorities or things you feel are really important?
Well, you know, I think for budgetary, there's the challenge of you know, whether it's the roads, what we do, and mm-hmm. how we spend that money wisely, and if there's funding available. So, you know, working together with any organization we can, reach out for more than the city. That's important to me. Mm-hmm. Because again, we're all in this together, and mm-hmm. whether it's the state helping or the joining communities, DNR, you know, there's mm-hmm. always usually more than one group interested or in the need of something.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You touched on the business perspective, and I've heard that from different candidates as well. How do you make sure that the city of Brainerd is business friendly?
Well, you know, there's times when new business or somebody wants to try to move into an area, and hopefully as a city we demonstrate that through our zoning and areas that we're ready for them. We're ready to bring them on board. And so seems like there can be some conflict at times when the city portion of that is not ready. Not that, again, not criticizing, I'm simply stating the fact. And also, you know, is in the industrial the direction we want to grow on, and you know, as the park had been, the industrial park had been, some changes have been made which were needed. And that you know, and do we have the infrastructure for that? You know, those are some of the. I say it as a question more than an answer.
Okay, good. Anything else on that business perspective?
Nah,
that covers it.
Yeah.
Okay. You talked about neighboring communities, different organizations. Are there certain community partners that you're looking forward to working with to help support the city of Brainerd?
Well, I think, you know, I think our school system is a big one, the health industry. There, so many of the folks in the Brainerd community work in those areas. So I think it's one of the highest between healthcare and school government. It's quite large. So somehow or another that needs to be you know, engaged.
Okay, great. Well, that concludes our formal questions. Anything else you want to add or share with the voters?
Well, just that you know, I'm a neighborhood guy that wants to be involved and help out in the community.
That's great. Good. Really appreciate you joining us today, Rob. You've been meeting with Rob Garberich, and he is a candidate for Ward 1, City of Brainerd. You can see this and other interviews at votebrainerdlakes.com, and remember, vote November 6th.